Hello and welcome to my scrapbook room. Sorry I had to be quiet at the beginning. It's early here. So I just took some kind of panoramic views of the room so you can see what it looks like. So when you first come in, you see my scrapbook desk. These cubes are from Michael's and Target. Some of them are a little older. I have two cubes on each side, and I made a desk with this white shelf that I purchased from Lowe's. What's nice is the ones from Lowe's is they have the laminate on three sides, so I just left the unlaminated side towards the back. So I'm kind of going to go through all the different things in my room. So right here on the top, I just have some little things, some little knickknacks. Right here is my sketch Rolodex card, card box where I keep all my pre-made cards, some little jars of things. I love doll forms. So this one here is actually a pin cushion doll form that I purchased from Home Goods. I keep all my decorative pins there so they're out and I can use them when I need them. And on the left side of my desk area, I have three cubes. These are nice. They're from Michael's. They're new, at least new to me. And I like them because per cube there's two drawers. So they're deep and they can hold a lot of things. So as you can see when you open the drawer, it has different little slots. So you can divide it up as much or as little as you like. So for me here, I have a lot of these are my journaling spots and a doodlebug stuff. So I just divided this one in half. This is also really great for thickers. So this whole drawer right here is all the stickers that I own, which is a lot. The first half is ABCs, and then here's a divider, and these are all the icons that they make. Not all of them, but a good majority probably. I tend to organize my room by manufacturer. I also like to have things tucked away. We have pets, and I don't like it to get full of little fuzzies from them. So like in this drawer here, I have less of something, so I'm able to put three manufacturers in here. This is Sweetwater, some Jenny Bolin, and then my Making Memories stuff. What's nice about these drawers is that they're wide enough to hold those long sticker sheets and icon things that you get, little chipboard things. And it's nice that they can stand up. So I don't have to lay them flat, take everything out to look through stuff. This last cube is also from Michael's, and it has two drawers, and this was a shelf, but I took the shelf out to just store some large chipboard things that I have. So like in this first drawer, I just have all my Maya Road mini albums and little chipboard mini albums. In the second drawer here, I have all my scenic route, and what's nice is these doors are really deep. So they're the whole length of the cube, so I can store these large chipboard things from Scenic Route and just keep them standing up and flip through them. Right here, next to my desk, is some more cubes. These are two cubes. This was a drawer one and a shelf one. In the drawer, I just keep some chipboard little chipboard icons and little shapes and just randomness that's in there. It's all chipboard. This is my little tool bucket. I have some punches, corner rounders, little iron, some more little tools, a little cutter that I use. So this one down here had a large file cabinet kind of drawer, but I took it out because it wasn't really functioning very well and the drawer kept getting stuck. So here I have my large chipboard from Fancy Pants and their felts and some paper pads. At the top of my desk here is a Making Memories little storage thing that they have. It originally came with three drawers at the bottom right here, but I took them out and just put my adhesives in there. Right on top is just some more things like scissors, some glues, little Tim Holtz things, trimmers, cutting mats, some other little randoms that I use. My pink light, that's all the washi tape that I own. Here's the desk area, which I try to always keep clear. Doesn't always work that way sometimes. This is just a little bucket that I have that has little things that I use, little ink pads, little things like that. This is a spinning little carousel holder. I got this, I think, at like Marshall's or Home Goods. And I just keep little tools in here, things that I use. Here's my little pink glue. And then in this side, which is the right side of the desk that I actually sit by, these are 2 cubes for Michaels, which house 3 drawers each. And like I said, I store my stuff by manufacturer. Excuse me. So like this drawer right here just has all of LC. And, you know, this one here has Heidi Swapp and K and Company. And then right next to that is another stack, which looks like 3 cubes, but in reality, this big one here is the height of 2 cubes, but it's just one large piece. It came from Michaels, and it originally had all these white boxes that fit perfectly in there, but I didn't need them for all the drawers or shelves, so I only used one. This houses most of my junket stuff. So on the bottom I have some junkets. I have some Sizzix dies in their special boxes, more little junkets things, and as you saw before, I have a lot of cardstock. So whatever did not fit in the paper rack is right here. It's just some of the end colors. So I'm hoping to make a little shelf right here to help divide it up a little. This is a cube that had 3 drawers, but I took out 2 of the drawers just because I kind of needed a shelf space for the cardstock. On this top drawer, sorry I had to stand up, is my dies, some little random dies in the back, and my quick cuts. I'm sorry, I keep confusing the two. My Cuttlebug embossing folders or other brands. On the top here is where I have my stamps. I have my large clear stamps on the clip it up, and then right here is a 7 Gypsies ATC holder, and I just keep my little dollar stamps in here. Or other little small stamps like the ones from Maya Road, as you see there. Right in front of my desk, we hung up the other Making Memories storage unit, and here on the bottom I just have my Heidi Swapp stickers, some paints, mists, little Gypsy stamps. And then we're going to go to the right side. Not a lot of space, so it's hard for me to back up. But on the right side, I have this little clock that I made. It says time flies when you scrap. I have another little ATC holder with more of those little dollar stamps. Here's my Cricut, the Cricut cartridges. This is from Michaels. It's new. I've never seen it. Maybe you have. But it has these 2 skinny drawers and 1 big drawer. It's the size of half of a cube, if you're trying to figure it out. So in the first one, I keep my markers. This is a baby wipe dispenser, but I keep my colored pencils in it. I got it at the Target dollar section a while back. And on the second drawer, which tends to get stuck, I'm not sure why, I have all my stamping blocks. Maybe that's one reason why it gets kind of stuck, because it's heavy. And in the bottom big drawer, I keep my ink pads, which I don't have a lot, glitter, some flock, embossing powder, stuff like that. And on the bottom here is little drawers from IKEA. This is not separated by manufacturer, it's kind of by theme, so I have like randomness, backgrounds, flowers, holidays, and these just hold my stamps that are wood or unmounted. I have some little rollers back there. Right next to it, since I don't have a lot of space or shelves, is my quick cuts, lifestyle crafts things, and some large stamps. I'll start at the top of the next cube set. I have a little TV with an Apple TV, which I suggest for everyone. It's nice because it's little, but I can still use the Netflix and Hulu and iTunes account. Behind that is my big pink remote. I love the color pink. And then I have the Quick Cuts Magpie storage system. It originally came with a little drawer at the bottom, but I pulled it out so I could store more of the tins. I had 2 of these white units, but I didn't have enough space in my new room right now, so I had to kind of figure it out. This is a little white, just kind of drawer that I store my 2x4 quick cuts dies in, the alphabets, since they don't fit in here. And underneath that, this was a white cube that again had that filey folder drawer, but I took it out because it just didn't work for what I needed for this room. This is all Doodlebug felt cardstock, some CM things, little random things. My favorite book in the whole universe. I suggest for everybody. It's really great if you're trying to figure out colors and things like that. This is another cube, and it was just a shelf cube. So I have my Sizzix dies, some more quick cuts, Sizzix, quick cuts. Again, this is another cube that had 3 drawers, and I took out 2 of them. And I store my long, kind of tall things in there, and it houses most of my junkets. On the side here, I just keep all the cutting plates for the die cut machines. I'll go to the opposite wall and back up a little. And here is a large Target cube. It originally had, all the drawers were pink, but when I moved and we came to this new military house, things had to change. So I only have 4 of the pulled out drawers. At the bottom is just a big basket that I have for little 12x12 kits, some magazines, things like that. There's my owl trash can from Target. On the top of it, I keep my paper, so that's all my paper, pattern paper. And there is 2 Sizzix holders for the big red dies. And this thing at the top is my ATC thing, and I don't have really any ATCs. I use these things for others. And here I have all my quick cuts dies, or at least the majority of them, punched out or printed out, and they're all divided into sections. So I'm going and looking for something, I can find it. On the top here is just a white shelf that I got from Michael's. Really easy to hang up, and it's not heavy, which is great. And these jars are from Pottery Barn, and what's nice is that they are plastic. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's plastic, not glass, so I don't have to worry about them falling and breaking and one of the pets getting hurt. And then in here I just have some mini albums, Things to Be Altered, foam stamps, my Quick Cuts Revolution, the dies, the Tim Holtz Vagabond, that's my little Mr. Catcher. Then here is this rolly cart that I got from Goodwill. Let me get a hold of it, and it just rolls out. It gets stuck in the carpet sometimes just because it settles in. But I just keep all my rolls of ribbon. It was originally blue, and I painted it white to match the room, so it just gets tucked away back in there. Oops. I tuck it away back in that little corner, and I just pull it out when I need it. This is my cardstock wall. This is all Prism cardstock, which they no longer make, but it's my favorite because it's lightly textured, but I can still stamp on it. I love cardstock. I have too many of the colors, so I had to double stack them, and I try to always make sure that it was a different color, so when I'm looking for cardstock, doesn't get too lost in the mix. This is a little makeshift shelf that I did, and it just has my glues, bling. There's a Prismatics swatch book for all of them. This houses my Love Elsie paper, and this is my giant flower that's originally from Scrapworks that I got before they went out. It's just a big foam flower. It has the same design on both sides. And that's pretty much it. That's my scrapbook room. Just do some more kind of overviews. It looks kind of squished in here, and it might feel that it looks squished, but when you walk in, there's a good amount of space in the middle here, and most of the time the dog or the kitty just sit there and hang out with me. But thanks so much for checking out my scrapbook room. I hope the volume on this video came out a little better. If you have any other questions or want to see more of my room or some of my creations, you can check out my blog, which is at www.kheartstudio.com. Thanks so much for checking out my room. Bye!